Ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys been doing well. It's your boy Limbo back with another video talking about Battlefield 6 once again. And with the Battlefield 6 beta being done for the first weekend, obviously I'm sad. I know a lot of you guys are sad as well. We all have to go back to Call of Duty, which absolutely sucks. But I really want to talk about Battlefield 6 one more time before the second beta opens up on Thursday or Friday. And I, of course, want to talk about the elephant within the room. And that is, of course, cheating and hacking within Battlefield 6. And throughout the first day of the early access beta, not even the open beta, the very first day of the early access beta, there were cheaters and hackers, okay? And let's be honest here. Yes, there are cheaters in literally every game, including Battlefield 6. It does suck even with secure boot on, a lot of PC players having to do that, and there are still hackers and all that stuff. But literally just like how the sky is blue and how you breathe air and, make CO2, people need to realize that cheating has gotten so big and is legitimately in any and every single video game, no matter the genre and or the game. I think a lot of people need to realize that games need to have an actual efficient and working anti-cheat and a good team behind the anti-cheat to get rid of hackers and cheaters. But literally in today's video, I'm gonna be talking about the entire cheating and hacking situation within Battlefield 6, show you guys what EA and DICE said about it, and also show you guys what they're actually doing. So if you guys enjoy and want more videos like this where I'm just sitting you guys on camera reacting to it with you guys, make sure you guys drop a like and hit the subscribe button as well. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think of cheating in general within gaming. Has it gotten too big? Does there need to be a new evolution within the anti-cheats for video games? Let me know in the comments below. But yeah, the first tweet I want to go over is from my boy It's Hopper, who is a really good hacker hunter and cheat exposer for streamers and pro players within the Call of Duty scene. And this guy has always been reliable and credible to me. So this is what he tweeted. He tweeted out this: confirmed, cheats are already working in Battlefield 6. This footage proves cheats are fully functional on day one of early access beta. And a lot of people were saying like, oh, it's just a beta, there's supposed to be cheaters and all that stuff. Somebody said that it's a beta, they don't have an anti-cheat for a beta. But in a great response from Happa, then why the F did we have to have secure boot enabled at all? You know what I'm saying? Like, that makes zero sense to do, right? But from this one single tweet, it had 8.2 million views. 8.2 million views, and this has definitely had an effect on good and real players in Battlefield. A lot of people are getting called out for cheating falsely, and when they're just actually good at the game. Literally everybody is accusing people of cheating now within the Battlefield community, and since the beta has been exposed for having cheaters and hackers. And obviously it's not a lot, probably like 90% of players won't get affected by this, but at the same time, with all the measures that the Javelin anti-cheat and EA and DICE have for cheaters, it is still insane that on the first day of early access beta, not open beta, early access beta, this guy was able to get into the game, which is just crazy, right? I feel like that goes to show how much cheating and hacking has evolved and how good it's gotten, to the point where even if you have secure boot enabled, right, cheaters and hackers are still gonna find a way to ruin everybody's gaming experience, man. And I feel like as a whole, what we should take away from this Battlefield 6 cheating situation in general is the fact that, like, I think a lot of people need to realize that cheating in video games has gotten so bad that legit players are now getting called out for cheating when they're all real and they just have skill, right? I think a lot of people need to stop throwing accusations and cheating allegations to a lot of good players, right? Because most skill throughout gaming nowadays, right, because of the peripherals that we have, what we play on, etc., that skill that a player has is either learned, transferred over, or they attained it over time. And that happens with anything in life, including video games. I'm gonna say this right now: anybody that accuses other players that kill them or that are just better than them and calls them a cheater or hacker, you guys are the problem, okay? Anybody that does that, spam reports, right, or falsely reports anybody in any video game, you guys are the problem. Not everybody does that, but I feel like people need to actually look at the kill cams, right? Need to actually look what they were doing before they died and really think of what happened in order to see why you got killed. Stuff like that. Like, all I'm trying to say is that not every player that you play against or that's better than you equals being a cheater or a hacker. Sometimes they're just better than us, man. And I feel like a lot of people are misinterpreting skill for cheating and hacking. But that's what happens when the anti-cheat's not good enough. But the thing is, between, the cheating and the hacking and the false reports and everybody getting mad at each other about being too good at Battlefield 6, EA and DICE and the Javelin anti-cheat team have actually come out with a huge statement. So it first started off with Alexa Kristoff. I don't know if I said that correctly, but she's a producer at EA DICE and is working on Battlefield 6. And she said that the team are aware, and I believe this player is already banned. I don't know if, we should take that with full, on evidence and like say that's 100% fact, but they did come out and say this. I'm gonna read this tweet from Charlie Intel. EA says Battlefield 6 anti-cheat has prevented over 330,000 attempts at cheating and hacking since the beta has started. Yo, that is huge. That is huge, right? And I'm gonna read this entire paragraph right here. Since Battlefield 6's open beta early access launch, bullet point 1, Javelin has prevented 330,000 attempts to cheat or tamper with the anti-cheat controls. That is huge. Number 2, we as a community, as gamers for Battlefield 6, have reported 44,000 instances of potential cheaters during day 1 of the beta, and another 60,000 so far today whenever they posted it, right? And lastly, for the third point, we are already using these with our own gameplay integrity team to add and improve our detections for Battlefield 6. They are also working with the Battlefield Positive Play team to actively remove those reported we confirm to be cheaters. And the last part, which is probably my favorite, anti-cheat isn't one and done. It's an ever-evolving battlefield. I don't know if they meant to do a pun for that, but they say, and what has worked for us previously or in different games doesn't always work in all of them. And that's true. Every single game's anti-cheat is different, and a lot of hackers have different methods of cheating and hacking in any single game. Like, for example, it's probably super different to start up cheating and hacking within Fortnite compared to Call of Duty and Warzone. Fortnite has a better anti-cheat, and a lot of people that do cheat and hack get banned a lot, unlike Call of Duty, where they literally run rapid in rank play and in Warzone. But I think the biggest takeaway from this is the fact that these guys are open and honest and transparent with the community. They're like, yeah, we got hackers, we got cheaters, and this is what we're doing in order to try to stop them. We're working with our teams. We're doing this X, Y, Z, A, B, B, C, D. You know what I'm saying? But having this kind of transparency is super new for us Call of Duty players, especially because for Team Ricochet, we only get an update every couple months. I feel like Team Ricochet is like a part-time job kind of thing. They're literally like Brock Lesnar or John Cena, right? Where they're just wrestling here and there just for the paycheck. By the way, not John Cena. Brock Lesnar definitely is. But still, Team Ricochet only gives us very few updates about the anti-cheat and the Ricochet anti-cheat for Call of Duty and Warzone. And anytime they update and or make changes to the anti-cheat, cheaters are already back into the game in like 30 minutes or so, less than an hour, cheating and hacking again. I just feel like all in all, having this kind of transparency is huge for any kind of game and community. Would you rather have the devs and the anti-cheat team be silent and not really update anybody, or would you rather have them be open and honest about the situation and what they're trying to do to fix it? And if you were wondering if cheating was still going on towards the end of the beta, It's Hoppa tweeted out this: Javelin anti-cheat seems to be as terrible as Ricochet. And I'm not gonna lie, having cheaters throughout the entire weekend of the first beta is bad, but I'm gonna take EA's trust. Obviously, if things don't change, that's gonna suck. We'll have to see for the second beta and for launch, but all we can do is hope. That's all we can really do, because at the end of the day, the devs and the anti-cheat teams, they have the final decisions, and it depends on how much work they put in and how many fixes they actually do that are actually working, right? But look at this clip right here from Darbo Rages. This guy's not the hacker, by the way, but it's the same guy that was hacking and cheating on the very first day that Call of Duty Warzone Verdansk was back. I'm pretty sure in like season 2 or season 3. And oh my god, he's wearing his stupid ass mask again, and he's playing awful, bro. Hipfire aimbot, dude. Oh my god. Like, literally seeing these cheaters play, you know, with or without the cheats is so bad. It's so freaking bad. It's so freaking sad to see that, like, dude, why are you spending time and money and or like trying to sell cheats like this when you're not even that good of a, you know, normal player? You know, I feel like a lot of cheaters that do cheat that are good at the game, I feel like they're really sold on with good players actually cheating and not getting caught for it. This guy's just fucking awful. That's all I'm trying to say. But yeah, hopefully for the second weekend of Battlefield 6's beta, we don't have any cheaters, but it's gaming. Gaming's always going to have cheaters no matter what. All we can really do is hope that the anti-cheat team locks in and, like, you know, actually provides a good anti-cheat that bans cheaters effectively in a quick and early fashion. But we'll have to see what happens, man. And I'm gonna end off the video here. At the end of the day, I feel like cheaters will be in any game. We as legit and real players need to hope a game's anti-cheat is good and the devs and publishers are honest about it. And I feel like a lot of people need to stop accusing better players of cheating and just stick to the playstyle we like. For example, I hate people who cut up in traffic. I really do, especially on the highway, and they go over the speed limit. And at the end of the day, even though I'm mad within like the first 5 seconds, I realize like, hey, I can only control so much, so let me control the things that I can control. Let me not go on a freaking rage streak like I'm Jev during Black Ops 2 and just try to fuck people over, you know what I'm saying? All I'm trying to say is that if you don't like someone's playstyle, you either counter it, you either find a way around it, and or you ignore that player entirely and just play the way you want to play. Seeing a ton of hate and backlash for people being better or playing a certain style is ridiculous. Don't try to push people away from the game. Literally just try to back off from them and try to get away from them. That's literally all I would do. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed this little talk with me and like the style of the video, drop a like and hit that subscribe button and let me know what you guys think in the comments below. But it's been Boy Limbo, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.